With all of our social media platforms available today comes a lot of experts. There's a lot of experts out there in multiple fields such as photography, film, business, real estate, whatever it is, you name the business, there's an expert out there. With a lot of experts comes a lot of information. There's good information and then there's a lot of bad information as well. It's not so much the bad information that scares me, but it's the fact that these experts forget to share the process that it took to get them to where they are today. If you want to be an expert, then you have to be authentic. Show me what it took from when you started dreaming to where you are now, and the struggles involved in that process, and the struggles that you still deal with today. We often skip over that part because it's just not glamorous. It doesn't display us as a superhuman that we try to portray ourselves to be. See, authenticity follows vulnerability. We don't want to be vulnerable because it scares us. It portrays us as the real human that we are and what it took to get to where you say you are now. We want to preach this teach on the beach mentality, but we don't want to talk about how we got to the beach. I sat down at the beginning of the year, as probably many of you did, and I started writing out some of my goals and some of the areas that I wanted to focus on my life throughout this year. And one of those areas was being authentic and more real. And I wanted that to be true in my friendships, my relationships, and here on social media as well. It's not that I haven't been authentic here on this channel in the past, but there was a time that we did a series of videos called Life on Display. And we literally just set up the camera and we would live life on display. And there was actually a live stream that we did where we set up multiple cameras in the house and we live streamed our life the entire day. But then for some reason, and I guess it was just because this is the way we felt that YouTube was going and the way that maybe we could gain more subscribers, yes, we fell into that trap. But there was a time that we started driving more of our videos towards an entertainment side. There was a video that we did with some of our friends called They Gave Us Our Dream Car. The whole video itself was planned, set up. They were supposed to give us a car and then tell us it was just a prank. They weren't giving us a car. The whole thing was fake. We thought that we did a good job of portraying it as fake and just as a joke. Obviously we didn't, because there was many of you that thought it was real, and I'm just telling you now, it was completely fake, not real at all. It was intended to be fake. It was intended to be just pure satire, funny. That's all it was. We had a lot of fun planning that video and filming that. Garcia Life, they were great. They are still great friends of ours, but we realized very quickly that we could not continue to sustain that role here on social media because it wasn't authentic. It wasn't real. It wasn't us. It wasn't who we are on the daily. I think we live in such a fake society today that we can't even differentiate between the two, what's real and what's fake. Us as influencers, we're held accountable for that. Don't show me the life that I could have without also showing me the meals that you missed and the countless hours of sleep that you lost because you were continuing to work, and the friendships that you lost out on now because you had to make it to where you call success now. With everything in life, there's a process from where you were to where you are now. I want to start making more videos that not only challenge my creativity, but also challenge my own thought process as well. See, I'm not coming on here as some social media guru or life guru or anything like that, because I definitely don't have this all figured out. I'm simply sitting down, sharing with you what's on my mind currently, and that's what I'm going to continue to do in a lot of these videos. Is how I feel is also how I'm going to express, because that's the process from where I am now to where I will be in the future. So speaking of everyday life and putting our life back on display again, this is one thing that my wife makes me do every single day when I get out of the shower. Now I want to make sure that we always set up the camera and document things like this, because one day we're going to look back at things like this and say, remember when we used to clean the shower every single day? Those were good times. We probably should have kept doing that every single day.